What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Quick little video because I didn't want to put this into what it is. And I feel like some of the topics that I really don't want to put up in what it is, I'm going to just do little random videos for. Just because sometimes I just be wanting to talk, but not a lot. But anyway, listen, the Monique and Derek situation, because I put up a suggestion on my community post what y'all wanted me to talk about, and somebody, probably a couple of people, but I for sure saw that somebody was like the Monique and Derek situation. And the fact that Love After Lockup has became, well, actually, Love After Lockup has been on for at least 5 years or so. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that this is like the only time that a lot of people start talking about Love After Lockup is when it's with an actual black couple and some messed up stuff is going on. Case in point, y'all remember Michael, Sarah, and Megan, right? That was the first Monique and Derek, in the sense that it garnered a lot of attention because we just couldn't believe that this throuple type of situation was going on. It was just the audacity for us, right? And so, you know, that got a lot of attention, but then that died down. I think he back up in jail, who knows? But then we get Monique and Derek, and right off the back, we just knew fishy stuff was going on. And it's unfortunate because I knew, as if you've been following me doing the reviews and watching my reviews for the show and all that stuff, y'all already know that we already knew that if they were to get some attention, it was going to be because Monique is a big girl, okay? She's a big girl, and she doing all this stuff for Derek, okay? Who does not look like the type of person. And I hate to even put that out there because it's a lot more men out there than we know or realize that like big women. But at the same time, when you dealing with somebody that literally just got out of prison, who been in there for practically 10 years, a decade, who has not had anybody to bang bang boogie with unless he was doing himself, or who knows what else was going on up in there. I ain't trying to imply, I ain't trying to put out there, but you know, stuff was going on. He ain't had no sex. He ain't had no real sex. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, you see when he comes out, he's talking about how he ain't never been with somebody that's a big girl. He never been with a BBW, as he say. You know, but he always keeps saying, I'm gonna be there for her. I'm gonna keep her around or whatever because she held me down when I was in prison. She held me down. She held me down. I don't give a damn. Okay, I don't give a damn if she was giving you money or whatever. Girl, don't play with me. Baby, don't play with me. Just because somebody holds you down or whatever, that don't mean you gotta wife them. That don't mean you gotta date them. That don't mean you gotta play them or whatever. They just being a good, naive person probably sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And in Monique's case, that's exactly what she been doing. And truth be told, I don't know what it is now. Because, Monique, you are really giving us big girls bad names. I am so sorry because you should have known that you was going to garner attention because of your size and because of his size, and, you know, because of the way society already thinks that, you know, basically most society think that big people don't deserve to be with nobody smaller than them. Okay, truth be told, they feel as though big women cannot get an attractive, slender man or attractive and fit man. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa, which is so messed up. But then again, we see more so of big men being with smaller women a lot, and they don't get nearly as much heat from what I've seen from my perspective. You know, I could, you know, see differently, but from my perspective, I don't see big men getting as much heat, you know, from people when they date smaller women, the same way that big women get when somebody else is with them that is smaller than them, that really looks nice and all this, and then it's always, oh, they got to be there for the money. They got to be doing something. They got to be getting that SSI check. They got to be getting that tax fund refund check and all this stuff. It's always a money element to it. It can't just be because you like a person, right? It can't just because they mutually love each other and all that stuff, you know? And it's just like, that's the way society has your mind warped, okay? In reality, it's a lot of men out here who do like big women. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. And if you don't, that's, everybody has their right, their preferences or whatever. As long as you're not rude with it, it's okay. You know, so I'm fine with, if you don't want to mess with a big girl, that's fine. But don't be disrespectful. Don't be looking at it like, you just disgusting type of situation. But see, Monique, girl, you made yourself be a target in a sense. And I hate to say that because, girl, the way that you have yourself on here acting, you're not acting like a big girl with confidence. Not all big girls come onto the scene and we lack confidence about ourselves. We can't dress. We look a mess. You know what I'm saying? You lack so much confidence in yourself. You have so many insecurities that she putting out there. And I'm just like, girl, what? So I was really disappointed. Y'all know I'm going to go up for the big girls anyway until they do me wrong. And this bitch did me wrong right off the bat. I said, damn. After the second episode, I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I said, don't call her fat, but I just can't do this. That's one thing I want y'all to do. Don't call the bitch fat. Okay, don't fat shame. But girl, I just can't do this because you are making people look bad, girl. Why are you on here? And not just big women. You making women in general look bad. Why are you tracking this man? Why you want to know where he at, who he talking to, putting cameras in his mama's house, grandmama's house? You know, the only person in the family, other person in the family that's being nice to you. Okay, I'm just sitting here like, what the hell? Mind you, if you're going to be with somebody and you're going to be this insecure, why are you with somebody that's in another state? Because I swear to God, you act like that to me, baby, I am fucking around on you. You ain't going to see it. I'm sorry to be so blunt and it's to sound like that, but I'm just being real, okay? Because that ain't my fault. And that ain't my fault. Somebody's sitting there like, damn, Ashley, yeah, toxic a little bit, but I get it, okay? But my whole thing is this, she's just doing the absolute most and she set herself up for everything that's coming to her. People been telling you, you know, it's not necessarily that. For some people, they want to be mean and like I said, say, you know, oh, she can't get a man who look like that when she look like this and all this shit or whatever. Because when Monique needs to dress, she can dress. She can keep herself up or whatever. Some people just can't get past the weight difference. That's it. Which is kind of ridiculous, but okay. But then again, we start to look into the actual show and look into the actual characters of what's going on. And for everybody on these shows, I'm just sitting here like, why are y'all trying to get in full-blown relationships with these people who just getting out of prison, jail, prison, or whichever one, and they have not been able to go out and do their thing? Not everybody is want to come out from an institution where they were locked up for years and want to settle down with one person after not having anything for X amount of years. That man been up in jail for almost 10 years, right? And you really thought that as soon as he came out of jail, Monique, that he was, I don't even care. Monique could have been small. Monique could have been thick. You know what I'm saying? Monique could have had a big ass, nice small waist, nice titties or whatever. All of that. Derek still was going to cheat. Derek still was going to do the same thing that he's doing now to this woman. But the only difference is he probably would have had a little bit more respect. I truly don't feel like he respects Monique at all. Okay. I really do feel like he saw her as a target. He saw that she was gullible. He saw that she was in a vulnerable place. And vulnerable, if y'all don't understand, for those that did not watch the actual show, Monique went through a period where she lost a child and she went through a period of depression, and that's what caused some of her weight gain. 9 out of 10, she was already chunky and she just gained more weight, okay? That's just what it was, you know, because if you look at her sisters and all them, they plus size too, you know what I'm saying? And so it just looked like that it just runs in the family. But it just feels like he called her at a moment where she was at her lowest. And now you got this dude that you probably never thought that you could have. He had the washboards abs on the show when he was in prison. You know, he the little light skin and all that stuff. Because y'all know y'all look. Don't trust a light skin. Minus me. Don't trust a light skin. A light skin nigga or stud with locks. Okay? Do not trust him. Minus, hear me now, me. I'm not in that category, but do not trust the motherfuckers, okay? Never. And then don't add, oh, and definitely don't trust the ones that's light-skinned with not light eyes and the locks. Oh, that's a recipe for disaster. Okay? Oh, that's a goddamn, you want your heart broke. You want your heart broke, you know, and that could play into a colorism type of situation too. Y'all can talk that up to yourself and decide, because it could be, you know. But I prefer, Derek is not. Is Derek cute? He's decent. He's not ugly. But I wouldn't go Google for Gaga if I was straight over him. I don't see the appeal. I don't. Nothing about him is appealing to me, and his actions isn't either. Plus, he a little short, and I need height. Y'all already know that, okay? I need height. So you up in this relationship with this man. Y'all go to get him out of prison. You go spend time with him in Ohio. You get into fights with his sisters because you trying to control how he talks to them, how he visits them, how he interacts with them, because of the things that he had told you about the family and how they were non-supportive of him since he been in prison. Okay, so you reacting off of that. And then once you meet them, you don't try to adjust and try to be like, okay, let's sit down, let's have this conversation, let's clear the air, because this is what was told to me. Y'all get in a fight and all of this stuff that's going back and forth and everything. It was just ugly. Now at that moment in time, baby, Ashley would have been done with the situation, because if you can't control your family members, you ain't even speaking up for me. That man never spoke up for Monique and said, don't do that. This is my girl. This is who I'm going to be with. And if he did speak up, he wasn't real about it. He wasn't forceful about it. He wasn't putting his foot down for real about it. You know what I'm saying? Because if he did, his sisters and his family would have got the hint. They know already what we found out and what we come to the realization to know. He playing that girl. Okay, he played that girl because he can. And at this point, I feel like for Derek, it's a game. All right, he ain't had this much fun nor attention ever since he been in jail. So it's a game. Okay, and he said he gonna ride that bitch until the wheels fall off. And I said, you know, on the one hand, I can't blame him. You know, and you want us, Monique, to feel bad about, I don't know what you want, because no one feels bad for you. Putting all this information that happened over the weekend, or I don't know if it was this past weekend or last weekend, I don't know, recently, baby, putting all this stuff out here when we looking at the show, and granted, a lot of stuff on reality TV ain't always reality, but the fact of the matter is, you got with this person as soon as they got out of prison. You tried to lock that down after they've been in prison for almost 10 years. You visited him for a week or so, and that week after you left, he cheated on you. You knew about it. You took him back. He constantly cheats on you. He said on the show afterwards that he cheated on you with at least 10 people. And this, for those that be like, where you get that from? Go back and look at the last season of Life After Lockup. He literally said in the confessional, he cheated on her with 10 people. You do an interview with Carlos King, and he said the last time that he cheated on her was like a couple of months ago. Now, mind you, this interview was probably back in March. So the last time he cheated on her was probably in January. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here like, this is just dumb. It's all heck, all right? And you want us to feel some type of way when you see him being put out, or you see him out there with somebody partying it up, and he got a girl around him and all that stuff, and you want to be so insecure and thinking that just because this girl popped up in the picture that he doing something, just because the girl popped up in the section that he doing something. 9 out of 10, because it's Derek, he probably did. But also, why is it that you don't trust anybody and you automatically think that because a girl come around somebody, they finna fuck them or they have already fucked them? That's that insecurity, okay? Mind you, you trying to get up into his phones, you let your family disrespect him and all that stuff. And I'm not trying to just go in on Monique, because Derek, I'm just going in on the fact that, you know, you're allowing this stuff. He's treating you the way that you allow, and you want us to feel some type of way because she the one that put it out on social media, all right? You know that he's a cheater. You know that he ain't shit. And 9 out of 10, you know that he playing you and he using you. And I feel like at this point, she don't want to just break up with him because, yeah, she probably do love him. But it's a money thing because now it becomes beneficial for both of them. Okay, they making money, both of them, by being on this show, being associated with this storyline. And so therefore, no, I'm a stay and I'm gonna play it up, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like all of this is just working towards a new storyline, and it's pathetic. It's pathetic for the next season of Life After Lockup. All right, I guarantee you they'll be back. They'll be back. And so you got all this against you, and you know all of this information. You feel yourself have to track a person. You get upset at the fact that he was allegedly with some woman or took a picture with a woman that was in his section or whatever. That's what popped it off. Then he want to get up there and put up a video. I said, Derek, you ain't even got to explain. Excuse me. Because one, we don't believe you. Two, you're full of shit. Three, why do you need to explain yourself when Monique gonna take you back? Y'all not really what is it? I was about to say divorced, y'all, not married. Oh, you get engaged. You get engaged on the show. You get engaged on the show after you came back after he cheated on you. You found out he cheated on you and was cheating on you. And he won you back and proposing to you in Chicago. I said, get the hell up out of my face, okay? Because I don't have time. And next thing you know, you posting all on Instagram, the ring and all this stuff, and woo, woo, woo. And he this and he that. He's so great. But now it's another story. Literally less than a month later, it's another story about how he's cheating still, how I'm tired of letting this motherfucker hurt me and play me. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get my lick back. You know what I'm saying? Finna make a motherfucker chest hurt. And she wasn't talking about her chest. She talking about his, you know, because he gonna be so sick that his chest hurting because she gonna be out here getting her lick back. As people pointed out, do you hear what she said? She said, get her lick back. That means and implies in my ears, once you break that shit down, go get your lick back. If y'all ain't see Baddies West when Razor said, you gotta go get your lick back. Go get your lick back. Because they lumped up Low London. Low London with her fat ass. I said, damn bitch, you got lumped up right at the beginning. Girl had her walking around looking like a triceratops. Anyway, you gotta go get your lick back. Okay? I said, get your lick back for what? When you say go get your lick back, that means that either you gonna stay with him, you gonna go cheat yourself, and you gonna come right back to him because you're not gonna break up with him. Or what, you finna try to fuck one of his homeboys and then break up with him? That's your lick back? 9 out of 10, he wouldn't give a damn. He wouldn't give a damn, okay? You know, and he keep on talking about some, you know, they still together, he still want to get married. Girl, stop playing, Derek. And see, it went from that to him putting out that video to her wanting to say something about how she found video and messages of him talking to T-words, you know, the derogatory, which is now derogatory term for trans women, talking to them and gay men. And now you're trying to be a little, no, I ain't gonna say you're trying to be little. You're being homophobic. You already had a situation where you was being transphobic to his sister, Elizabeth. As much as I can't stand that bitch, what you was saying and misgendering her and doing all this other stuff at the beginning of the season, it was fucked up. So that was also on my radar that I just really wasn't fucking with, you know, because why? Okay. Also, you doing all of this. And it just kills me that when people get into a situation with someone, all of a sudden it's you gay. Oh, he gay anyway. Well, if that's the case, why you with him? Why you still with him? Why you doing all of this over them? Because now at 10, if that's the case, you knew and you decided to stay. But now that you feeling a little bit hurt, let me go throw this out. Let me use gay as an insult. And the shit that you put up there, we couldn't tell what it was. And we like, what is this supposed to prove? I'm looking at the screenshots like, what? Because she said she took screenshots of the phone before he took it away from her. Meanwhile, you got that mess going on. And I said, see, this is one reason. That's another reason why I can't be on your side. I'm not on neither one of them sides. I don't care to be on any one of them sides. But I'm just saying, this is why I just don't fuck with it, okay? I don't feel bad for you. And it's going to sound a little harsh. Because then You put out there basically trying to say that Derek was putting his hands on you. And I heard a rumor about this prior to this coming out, and when I heard about it, this was during the show, you know. But now you put up a message, she put up a message or whatever when she was talking to a friend or whoever, a family, I don't know, and was basically saying that he choked her out or slapped her up and knocked her out and dragged her. I don't know. He put his hands on her, and she had a swollen face or a swollen eye. I'm going to be real with y'all, not even trying to be funny at all. No, no, no. When she showed that video, the picture of her eye or whatever, her face that was supposed to be swollen, I couldn't tell the difference. I couldn't. Am I the only one? Because I would feel so bad, but I just couldn't tell the difference because I'm looking at it like it just looked like you got your camera close up to your face, and it literally looked like how your face always looked. Because every time we see Monique's face, it's a little puffy. It's puffy like she just woke up, and it's puffy because she got a big face. Like when I used to have a big face, I still got a big face, but it ain't as big as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here like I'm trying to find what happened. You know, she said her shit was swollen. I mean, it is what it is. But then you put another video comes out. You trying to get his phone and all that stuff, or she trying to get your phone, or you trying to get your phone back from him, and he won't give it to her. And so next thing you know, she choke him up. The baby. The only reason why I'm laughing, because domestic violence is not a laughing matter. The only reason why I'm laughing is because as soon as I seen the way that she choked him up and tried to had him pinned up against the wall in that little corner, it made me flash back to when I was in 4th grade. And there was this boy named Troy. He was shorter than me. And truth be told, he was a little facially challenged, okay? He had glasses that had like trifocals and all that stuff. And you got the nerves to want to talk about me and call me fat, call me this. Now, let me tell you something. I ain't really have a problem with that up in school, okay? I get it every once in a blue moon, truth be told, because I was chunky back in the day. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, okay? I was a little thickums, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I really didn't get talked about like that. Like, people made fun of my weight and all that stuff. When people just was pissed off or whatever and we was getting into it, that'd be when it came out. But other than that, no. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't getting bullied or nothing like that. But this one boy, he just was playing so much. And I just had a bad motherfucking day. Okay, out of school, we walking. We crossed the street from school. This the school, this the next street, bitch. It was a house that had a gate right here. Okay, he said something and I snapped. And the way Monique yoked up Derek by the throat, that's the way I yoked that nigga up. He was off his feet, bitch. Mind you, we're both in the same grade, but he was way shorter than me. Had the nerve to be looking the way that he looked and talking about moi. Bitch, the Hulk came, She-Hulk came out. She-Hulk, go! That was me on the gate. I had him and he was just like this. I said, yeah, and what, nigga? And what? Oh, bitch. Ashley had a tan back in school, okay? Did he ever say anything negative to me after that? Hell no. Come to find out the nigga like me. Why do y'all do that? Okay, these kids. I said, child, that probably turned his little ass on. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I was pissed as shit. I was about to fuck his ass up. The adult that was in the house had to come out there and, you know, get me to put his ass down. That's how mad I was, okay? Like, bitch, don't play with me. But Monique, you choked that man up because you had his phone or somebody had a phone. Who gives a fuck? Nigger. I mean, ooh. Let me tell you something. When you say the N-word with the hard ER, it just sounds so racist no matter who is saying it, whether you're black or whoever. Because that thing be rolling around in my head. And I be like, damn, am I racist? Like, what is going on? Because it just don't sound right. And it just be like an intrusive thought. Like, I just want to blurt it out for whatever reason. And it just came out. Baby, I apologize. Keep your hands to yourself, Monique. And I saw that video and I'm just like, so y'all up in there boxing each other. I do believe he probably did something to her, and I do believe after seeing that video, I believed it before. You didn't even have to show me no video. I just knew. I just knew she was boxing him too. Okay, and that's not to say that that's a good thing. It is not a good thing. And I just need y'all to just separate. And the reason why I say I don't feel sorry for Monique in this situation, because you are putting yourself in this situation. You have every right to leave. Nobody's keeping you there, but you yourself is. You're staying there. You're supposed to be engaged to this person, but y'all ain't even living in the same state. Like, you know, I think he's still on parole. He can't move or whatever. How come you won't move out there? And if you saying that he won't let you move out there, that should tell you a whole bunch. Because at one point, I think on the show, she was thinking about moving out there to Ohio. And he really wasn't here for it at the moment. Because he want to do his dirt without you watching. He want to have his freedom. And Derek, my thing is to you, you knew damn well that you did not want to be in a relationship with anybody. Because as you was talking to Monique, you was also talking to a guard, but you was getting pussy from as well, right? So my whole thing, a woman guard, just to clear that up, my whole thing is, why are you stringing this woman along? Why are you playing with her insecurities? Why are you taking advantage of the vulnerable in a dumb state that she's in? You know better than her, and she's no better than you. And truth be told, maybe y'all do deserve each other. Okay? And again, you're the worst kind of person. You're the worst kind of person to prey on somebody's weakness for monetary gain, for, you know, the attention from people, you know? You get a taste of what it's like to be popular, you know what I'm saying, after all these years, and it's like, oh, you don't want that to go nowhere because you really think that you something. And so y'all never forget the episode when he finally came out of prison and they went to go eat for that first night. And when what was the bill was like $500, $600, but before they could eat, he was like, take these pictures, babe, take these pictures. And he was just doing all, I said, oh. You know, he wanted to show his little watch off that probably was Zubis zirconians, okay? You know, cubic zirconians and all that shit. But hey, it is what it is. You know, Derek is full of shit. Monique is full of shit. And at the end of the day, Monique, I need you to get it in your mind. Because from one big person to the next, y'all know I always got a message for this bitch. And I hate to say it like that, but sometimes you just gotta come down to their level. And when I say you make big girls look bad, because we already got this stereotype and this stigma against us because we're insecure because of our weight. Some of us are. Some of us do feel like, you know, we won't get nobody that's going to love us and, you know, do all this or whatever to us and genuinely be there for us and not use us and just use us to fuck on or whatever, but won't take us out in public and all this stuff and won't love us out loud. Some people have that. But Chad, you get on here and you put all of that on full display by the way that you're acting. And at this point, you want to know what that shows me? That shows me that you will settle for anything because you have not come to terms with yourself. You have not learned how to love yourself, and you do not love yourself. If you're allowing yourself to continue to go through this shit for whatever reason and for whatever gain you think you're getting out of it, because no one is on your side. No one is on his side. Everybody is looking at y'all like y'all the biggest fool in reality TV right now. And then on top of the fact that you are a big girl, the way that you're acting is giving people reason to talk about you in a very nasty way. To bring up your weight and all of that stuff. And it's just not a good look. It's just not a good look. Mama, you need to be by yourself and you need to go do some self-healing. That's what you really need to do, okay? It's better niggas out there that, and then you doing all this over a man that just got out of jail. What do he do for money? How is he gonna take care of you? You the one taking care of him. Get the fuck off my phone, bitch. Y'all, I'm done with it. Y'all tell me y'all opinion about it. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.